So we have 3 identical 20 ohm resistors connected in parallel and placed with a 30 volt battery. So we know that RA equals RB equals RC because they're identical and they're 20 ohms. And we know that the voltage of the source and of each individual item is 30 volts. And we're asked first to find the equivalent resistance for the circuit. We know that 1 over the equivalent resistance equals 1 over each individual one. So you can do 1 over 20 plus 1 over 20 plus 1 over 20, or you can just do 3 times 1 over 20. And you'll get, and again, I'm just telling you this so that you can check your math, 0.15. And when you do 0.15 to the negative 1, you get that the equivalent resistance is equal to 6.67 ohms. And if I added another resistor, it would make the equivalent resistance smaller. So the next question asks us what the current is through the entire circuit. So we're talking about the entire circuit. You know that resistance is voltage over current, so current is voltage over resistance. We know that our voltage never changes, and that our total resistance is 6.67, so our total current is 4.50 amps. And finally, we're asked what is the current through each branch of the circuit. And there's several ways to find this. You could look at just one of the resistors, and you could say for resistor A, because they're all identical, so it doesn't really matter. We know current is voltage divided by resistance. So the current there is equal to the voltage there, which is still 30, divided by the resistance there, which is only 20. So the current there is 1.50 amps. But since we also know that the total current is equal to the current at A plus the current at B plus the current at C, and we know those are identical, we also know that the total current is equal to 3 times the individual currents. So we could just divide this by 3 and get our 1.50 amps. If this stuff over here does not make any sense to you, ignore it and go with what you understand. But I wanted to present that to you because I know a lot of you think very logically about it and you want to know why that wouldn't work. And it does work, so you can do whatever you feel most comfortable doing.